And then that allows him to have an opportunity to escape. It's the controlling of the leg that makes all the difference. So those were the transition from the mount, the transition for when he bridges in the mount. You got to be able to see those deep hooks. You got to be like Jeff Glover. He's got it in his head. He's probably, his brain on default is just little windows in transitions where there's a split second for a darce. That's how his brain works. My brain don't quite work as good as Jeff's when it comes into throwing a darce in a scramble. He's got that shit programmed. Probably dreams about that shit. What I got programmed are the deep hooks. When I'm not thinking about it, I think of this here. Just trying to get around here. Boom. Taking that. I know it's over once I got the deep hook in. I don't need any chokes here. Chokes, you need a lot of energy. This, I need no energy here. Once I'm here, it's the battle is once you arm crush someone like this 20 times, they start getting really good at timing. Yeah, they bring their leg up, boom, they block it. Oh, now it becomes Wing Chun. And then we go, pow, and now we go here. And you know this means triangle. Everybody knows that means triangle. So whether I arm crush him here or, okay, now I want to let go. Now I want to let go of his legs. I want him to roll into me. Now it's over. Now we go triangles. So if he blocks the arm crush, go to the triangle. And then there's other stuff too. You got to master, I always say you got to master 7 or 8 different ways to take that arm. But once you get good at the arm crush, man, that one's just, if that one fails, then you go to something else. There's an X break here. You can put this like an X guard here. You can take this here. You can let go of the legs too and go for the Silverado. Don't move. You know Silvio. He showed me that as a white belt. The classic way that most jiu-jitsu players do it. If they're attacking the right arm with your left arm, a lot of traditional jiu-jitsu players attack this way, which works, but you're not seeing it in MMA because these guys are beasts. They're wild all over the place. You're not seeing, there's no guy, there's all these jiu-jitsu guys in MMA, there's no guy that's taking arm bars from the mount, like all the, who? Name one. They're the ones that would be able to do it, but they're not doing it because they're going for, when they do go for it, they go for the arm all at once, and it's low percentage scramble. These guys are wild beasts. You got to settle him down. You got to make controlling his legs and keeping him on his back a priority. Don't rush the arm bar. Just get to spider web and then spend a lot of time in spider web. Do live drills where you start there. You drill a couple, arm crush, try a couple moves. The douchebag, which is, the douchebag was not named after Einstein, as most people think. It was, if you get really good at taking this arm, you get really good at this with just one arm, because you've arm crushed him so much here that you're just so good at that. Then you could just, when nothing's working, the douchebag, I always forget that that probably works the best. You just put your foot right on his neck and just take that arm. I don't know if that's legal in IBJJF. They're making everything illegal, but that's so effective. But you have to be good at taking that arm and controlling it with one arm. From the guard, same thing. I'm looking for angles so that I can put the deep hook in. That's all I'm looking for. All the different deep hook transitions of spiderweb. There's probably about 10 of them. And you got to practice them, get super smooth at them, always looking out for the deep hooks. Always looking out for the angle you put it in. Those angles are just like an angle where you could put a darce in. They're not too common. You got to set it up. So from the guard, for me to put the deep hook in, he's defending I can't put it in here. I need it right here. I need a lot. That's where he's done. I need how am I going to get his arm like this? He's defending beautifully. There's different setups. I need this angle right here, at least. If it was right here, oh, that's way better. That deep hook is so easy right there at this angle. And you could just swim right to it, put the deep hook in, and go. And now, match is 98% over at this point. So we're looking for those angles. Now, in the rubber guard, promised I wouldn't teach anything, but this is just, his elbows are in the correct defensive spot. How do I move him over? One way is getting into crackhead control here. It would be nice if I could just push this elbow in with my hand, just push it, and then I just jump on, put the deep hook in. In the real world, that's not going to happen, all right? In the real world, you need help, the help of your legs here. And that doesn't even work all the time. That's a pump. The super pump is, from this angle, crackhead control, he's in good, he's strong here, he's squared up. If you have flexibility in your rubber guard player, I'm going to mess all this comfort he has right now. I'm going to double bag, clear the neck without the hand on the mat anyways. And now he don't like this. Now he don't like this at all. So now it's easy to push that in. And if you got your deep hook transitions down, you're right here. If you practice that, you saw the angle, boom, deep hook, make it happen, take it home. Forget about passing guards and all that shit. Bam, right there. Forget about the back. I don't want the back. The back, I'll mess with the back a little bit, work on my squeeze. I'm looking for that deep hook transition to spiderweb. I'm looking for what Ronda's doing. That's the future. Dudes are just too good at defending the back. With gloves, the master, Marcelo Garcia. He's the master of rear naked chokes. No one's even close to the rear naked choke. He's so good at it, he's bored. He's trying to choke people out with crucifixes now. He's not even putting them leg hooks in. Let's do some other shit. That's how good he is. In his MMA fight, he was having trouble because of the gloves. He had dudes back. His one and only MMA fight, he couldn't get that choke in. It's really easy to defend rear naked chokes. If you're fresh and you know what you're doing, you're not just some hobo off the street who was a street fighter who thinks he snuck into the UFC and how did he get in? If you ain't one of those dudes, you're a dude who actually trains and man, it's easy to defend the rear naked choke. Put a dude on your back for 6 months and you'll figure it out. Okay. All right, so for me, I like the Ronda Rousey strategy. She's like, the back's, that's 2008. Let's go after that arm. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This is what I try to hammer home when guys come through my gym. They're in the UFC. Rubber guard is a long-term project. You got to really want that. I'll give it to you, but you got to listen to me, and you got to really want it. If you don't really want it, you got to be on a mission if you want to be a rubber guard master. That's got to be a mission because it's a harder game to play because it's 100% clinch based. If you ain't got the strength to play a clinch based system, you don't got the flexibility. If you don't have the will to work on your flexibility to make it happen, you don't want it enough. You got to want it enough. But these deep hook transitions, everybody could do these, and these for MMA are crucial. What's going on the traditional way? And you see this a lot. And I don't mean to bag on the traditional way, but this is better for the gi. Watch me have your back. This is better for the gi, I think. I didn't even do it this way with the gi, but if I was going to go for an arm bar from the back, instead of doing this, I don't want to say most, a lot, everybody I've seen tries to do an arm bar coming off the back. They're not going to go this way. They're going to go this way, trying to take it this way. They want to turn on the inside. And if you got a collar to hold on to, I guess that's bad. I'm guessing. That's why everyone's turning in that way. That, and also attacking the arm in the guard, the traditional way. If I was attacking the right arm, most people would attack that right arm with their right arm. Grab the inside of the sleeve and pull it across. Do this right here. You learned that as a white belt. Grab the sleeve, pull it across, clear his neck, and then boom. If you practice it that way, again, it's beautiful. You got the gi. You don't have to worry about punches. It's fine. It's working. There's no gi. It's slippery. Dude's trying to hammer you. You got to change it all up. If I want to attack this right arm, it's a good spot. If I go here, he's going to hammer me with this left arm for damn sure. It doesn't take a scientist to figure that out. I want to hook his right arm with my left arm because I need my right arm to control his legs anyways. And if I'm in the guard and he's trying to punch, I can jam this arm up. He's defending this arm. It's going to be hard for him to punch me. And we're here. I need this arm anyways to toss him. Why would I use my right arm to attack his right arm? How am I going to toss him? You're not. You're going to stay in the guard and try to take the arm from the guard. How often do you see that in Abu Dhabi? How often do you see arm bars from the guard in Abu Dhabi? You don't see them. I don't see them. If they're there, please someone send me a link. I don't see any arm bars from the guard. It's only because it's so much harder to get an arm bar from the guard than it is to let him defend and get really good at tossing. This is another judo type technique here. Since I'm attacking, I got my deep left hook in and I'm ready to go here. You got to get that motion down like a judo player. You got to practice, drill, toss it. That's not easy to do. If you've never practiced that, you can be a black belt and you just don't have that. You got the deep hook in and your right arm, you're C-cupping, and that's a technique. It's just like a judo throw. You need to spend time with it. Also, if I'm under here and I'm attacking, I'm going to toss him. But if he's got all his weight over here, I can't toss him. I can't get under him. So whatever, you go out the back door, you swim. You got to have that move down. It's over here. The only time I go for an arm bar in the guard, the only time is this arm bar. This is going to confuse a lot of you guys, but when I'm playing rubber guard and I'm in full guard, the first goal is always to weaken him, break him down. And the goal is to get to invisible collar here. This is invisible collar right here. There's nothing he could do here. This is the ultimate control position in the guard. There's no other position in the guard that has this kind of control. It's almost a submission. Sometimes it is a submission. He can't posture up. He can't smash me. He can't stack me. He can't punch me. He can't even touch my zit. So from here, this is where they get all crazy and they're all like thrashing about, and I keep them here for a while. And depending on what this arm's doing, if this arm's perfect for the taking, I'm going to, after I mash him up a little bit, I'm going to double bag and which lock here. And now I'm here. This arm's out of the way. This arm's, I can do anything I want to that arm. So this is a position where I wouldn't toss him. I would just push the arm in here and I'd just take it right here. It's done. That's the only time. His right arm is trapped in the mat. If his right arm was in and he was ready to defend all you want. I'm just going to put you on your back anyways. Hold on really tight. Squeeze it. Give me a little hook because I'm going to throw you and I need something to hold on to. I want you to defend it. Just want to get you on your back, let you thrash around. I'm going to throw that leg over. You don't want to straighten your arm out, but I'm going to change your mind really quick. And then, to me, everything, whether it's the twisters end up a lot of times, like, for instance, let's say this is a typical, I'm playing rubber guard. Here's the typical path here. And for whatever reason, I was able to clear his neck. And now we're here, we're fighting from Jew Claw, and he rolls. And then we're here, and basically I use rubber guard to sweep. Now I'm in side control, he turns in, and then I'm gonna roll. I got him in the spin. We were in side control. And then I hook this up. Now here, I try to leg, maybe a calf crank. Must be mastered this right here. This is just a little something from all my experience. When this is one of the best techniques in my game. That calf crank. That's neither here nor there. I'm not going after a twister. The twister doesn't work. I'm on his back. We're all over the place. He's defending. And then I'm going to go here, 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 here. All that stuff. We work the twister in the game, rubber guard in the game. Maybe I started from half guard or whatever, and then we end up here. This is... Now, with those gloves, he's not going to be able to. Most of the time, that ends up being a tap just from the arm crush. that's a little something, something right there that just anybody from the UFC that comes through, they're gonna get that real quick, that little presentation. You wanna learn that or not? The only way you're gonna learn that system is not by watching. You gotta practice. Those deep hooks, they gotta be in your DNA. So, there's rubber guard, lockdown, half, all that stuff. But the meat, probably the most high percentage submissions and transitions, and part of the whole 10-planet game is what you just saw there. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sean, for having me.
I said